The connections for the black water and the gray water tanks are up at the front of the trailer. So when you get to the sanitary dump, you want to be close to those within 10 foot, because that's how long the hose is that Scarlett has. Now, Robin's been a good sport letting me film her do all the other setup, but you don't have to touch anything. The one thing she said was she was not doing the sewer dump. Now, it's really not that bad. Everything's self-contained, and you should really wear the gloves that have been provided just from sanitation purposes. So, put your gloves on. And they fit my big hands, so they should fit any of you other guys' hands. Now, the pieces of the sanitary dump hose are part of them are in here in this thing, the propane cover. There's a white tube in there, and part of the elbows there. The rest of it is in this black tube along the side of the trailer, and right now it's way up there. So you pull that out, and there's the hose. Now I'm going to come around to the other side of the trailer. You don't. Okay, now when you dump the tank, you want to dump the black water tank first. You want to do a flush of the hose with the gray water, makes it a little bit more sanitary. So the black water is right here. It's the larger hose. You disconnect it, and you have a bayonet connector, and there's some little knobs that come out, and you just put it on and turn it a little bit. Now you walk over. This one actually, you put your gray thing on, and it just goes on like that. This one's actually pretty good. It has a little lid on it, and you put it down in here, and that'll hold it down. In some cases, you may take two of you to hold that down. One person with the foot, the other one pulls the connection. You don't have to keep videoing me while you're doing it. You like videoing now?
Do you want me to stop?
Yeah, pause. Yeah, so when the stuff is finished flushing out of the black water tank, close the gate valve, push the black level in, and make sure you get it in all the way. Next, you want to lift up the hose and walk it towards the dump to get everything out. And the reason why you want to close the gate valve is so that nothing, when you do this walking of the hose towards the dump, you don't have any fluids run back into the black water tank. Or if you were doing the gray water tank. You may have to do this 2 or 3, 4 times to get everything out. Looks like we have everything out. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook it to the gray water tank. I'm going to disconnect the gray water cap, hang it where I can reach it. I've already turned that off. Pause it right a second. I'm going to start turning. I'm going to put it over here, connect it, put the cap back on. Now you're ready to dump the gray water. And you may get a little bit of smell, but it's nothing bad. Okay, the gray water is finished draining. We'll do the same thing. Walk it towards there. Well, you got to make sure to push the valve in. Walk it towards there. Got a little bit more fluid out. I'm going to take it loose now, and I'm going to hold it up in the air And now you want to rinse the hose out. Now this place here actually has a decent setup. It has a hose already. You do not want to use your potable water hose for this. You know, you're working with some nasty germs potentially, so you want that. Now I already turned this hose on earlier, and I happen to know that connection up there at the top leaks. I'm gonna get a little wet. So I try to hold the hose away from, the water hose away from the sewer hose, and just rinse it out real good, raise it up. And I think we're good. Run it up, run the water out. Lift it up and the sewer goes in there. Now, I'm ready to put everything back. Disconnect this. Put it back in here, and it screws in just a little bit. We used to keep the gloves in this, but some people had problems figuring out. Put that back down in the center. Close the lid, latch it. Now I'm going to go around to the other side of the trailer, put the hose back. That's okay, we'll survive. So, in order to put the disinfectant in, we need to turn the water pump on because we're away from the camp. So Robin's going to turn the water pump on, and you can hear it kick on a little bit maybe in the background. The disinfectant's in the cabinet next to the radio. They're in a pack like that. Just take one out. And then you put it in the toilet. I don't think I can get a picture of you putting it in the toilet. Now what you do is you fill the toilet bowl full with water, and to do that you just pull the lever part the way till it fills up, and you'll fill it up twice. And the reason why you do this is the black water tank accumulates solids, you know, toilet paper and that other stuff. And so while you're driving down the road, this helps keep the tank, keep that stuff from building up. It dissolves it and helps keep from building it up. So you fill the tank up twice by pulling the lever partially, and then you flush it. Now Robin's going to lock the door. Well, or maybe. There you go. And now she's going to turn off the water pump. And this, you know, that's an example of why you leave the stopper in there upside down, because we've forgotten more than once. You got on this one on the side, you may have to give it a little hip to it, action to it to get it pushed in. Pull on it to make sure it latched, and it latched. It's this one with a CH751. Pull on it to make sure it latches. It's latched. Ta-da! And take a step back. Look at the trailer. Make sure everything's connected. Lights are on. Don't see anything down that shouldn't be down. And we're ready to go.